Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Mount and Blade Bannerlord. So the mod tools have been out for roughly around about a week and a bit now, and already there have been a ton of mods popping up on Nexus Mods and also on ModDB. They're generally the sites that I check because if you don't know, the Steam Workshop isn't going to be up for, I believe, until the game is out of early access. So Nexus Mods and ModDB are going to kind of be the sites you're going to go to find a lot of these mods and these overhauls and get them to working. Generally, Nexus Mods is a place you'll go for these smaller mods rather than the massive overhauls, which you'll find on ModDB. I also highly recommend as well, if you're going to mess around with any of the mods that I'll showcase on the channel at any point, I highly recommend that you make a backup save of your Mount and Blade Bannerlord folder. All you have to do that is just go to your Steam maps data, find Mount and Blade Bannerlord and just Control-C, Control-V. That way you'll have a fresh vanilla folder that will always be safe and you can always just replace the modded version, because there are a lot of crazy mods, and as you can obviously tell by the title of the video and by probably what you're seeing in the background right now, things don't necessarily look like Calradia. That is because we are taking a look at a map of Europe, which is super exciting. Well, Europe, Africa, kind of basically like the ancient world more than anything else. But yeah, it's super exciting. This map popped up on the Nexus mod page about a couple days ago, so really the modder had about, really realistically only had like 4 days to make this or something, which is super impressive. Now there are obviously, janky stuff isn't done to proportion, city placement and stuff like that could be different. There are also these weird squares, but that's just Negative Nancy speaking, and we don't like Negative Nancy on this because this is super impressive and definitely a nice taste of what's to come. Especially the more developed teams who have a lot more members and a lot more time to spend into these mods, they're going to create some crazy stuff. And I mean, honestly as well, yeah, stuff might be a little bit out of proportion and be a bit janky, but like it looks really awesome, and I can't wait until we have like the huge overhaul mods that do add in some great stuff, because yeah, the mod has done an absolutely amazing job, and this is completely playable as well with the older Calradian factions. So and it kind of works really well, as you have kind of like several factions. You have like a big empire with several factions spread throughout the world. You have the Britannians and the Sturgians up in the north, kind of the barbaric north. You kind of have, I guess, a medieval England, which I guess is a little bit weird if you're kind of going more for this ancient era, but again, really cool. You have kind of a Valandian empire who are mixed in with more of the empire factions as well. Down in the south, we do have the Azari, and they're going to be kind of controlling the coastline of northern Spain, some of the Balearic Isles, Sardinia, Corsica, Sicily, actually they hold that, and also basically the entire African coast, which again you can see goes all the way down. It does seem like Alexandria is owned, or not Alexandria is over here, right? But over here by the Nile, the Kuzites have this, and they also don't really have any more land until you get into Asia Minor. Again, like Jerusalem, Damascus area going to be owned by that. We have Cyprus controlled. Who owns Corsica? Is that? Yeah, Corsica is also owned by the Azari as well. Most of Greece's empire split up, the Byzantines as it were, which is really dope. Constantinople standing firm. So again, like a lot of these settlements have been placed in major positions, and again, it just kind of speaks very nicely about what's gonna happen in the future. Because do you remember, it's only been it's literally been like a week since these mod tools came out, and people have to learn how to use them. So super awesome stuff from the Kuzites, going all the way into the north with the rest of the Norskans and the rest of the Sturgians even. So yeah, the map looks absolutely spectacular. It really does look great. A great starting point if the modder wants to develop this. I'm not sure if he does plan on developing this, or if he does plan on maybe just kind of abandoning this, just leaving it as is. I mean, it really, honestly, I'm not too sure. He doesn't quite say on his ModDB page, but hopefully other modders do take a look at this and maybe try and get this guy to work on their mods, because there's so many mods being made. And I mean, already we're starting to see a handful shown up on Nexus mods. Again, I recommend you use Nexus mods to kind of search for mods as is, and then kind of check ModDB every so often. That's generally what I do, because you kind of got your bigger Kingdom of Aradom mod, the Star Wars Republic mod, a lot of the medieval mods that you guys know and love, and other stuff that are all being produced on ModDB, and then you have the kind of the more like kind of quirky mods. Oh, a piece of armor here. Oh, a cool custom map there. you know, not a city map which looks like this. Like, they're going to kind of be smaller moduled map mods are going to be turning up on Nexus mods a lot more frequently. There's some really cool mods. There's a lot of Berserk swords showing up on the Nexus mod page, and again I'll link kind of the page and also the mod we're using right now. But yeah, there's Guts' sword from Berserk. I think there's I can't remember their name. There's another sword from Berserk up on that page. There's a bunch of really awesome medieval helmet models as well, which I might do a showcase of. So again, like kind of these custom armor pieces and other stuff like that, they're slowly starting to make their way onto Nexus mods, and yeah, it's great. I think the future of Mount & Blade Bannerlord is going to be very bright. The developers have provided some pretty decent tools. They are the first set of tools, so that does speak that there's going to be much more opportunity for modders to add more stuff and basically create just some crazy mods. And also as well, make sure to kind of hold your expectations as well, because it's going to be a little while. It's going to be a while until you get these massive overhaul mods that really add in just a million stuff. You know, again, Mount & Blade Warband was a very old mod. So, you know, oh my god, there's a lot of bandits here chasing me down. Into the water we go. Yeah, you know, Mount & Blade Warband was a very old game, you know, and mods didn't come out immediately for that either. You know, it took time. So you kind of got to give the same time to Bannerlords, and you know, this is just kind of a little glimpse of what is possible in Bannerlords, and there's already really cool custom maps being made. Again, I might show off a ton of these if that's something you guys do want to see. Please do let me know in the comments, because we definitely could be taking a look at a few of the cool custom maps. Maybe I'll do like a top 5 mods of the week or something. Again, drop a like or drop a comment down below if that's something you guys want to see, because I'd be happy to do that. You know, kind of compile a list and link them all down below in the description to check out. And again, there's not going to be any workshop, like I said, so you're going to have to kind of just look in and make sure you understand how to install these mods properly. Pretty much all the Nexus mod stuff do have, you know, kind of installation guides, but all you have to do is go to your program files, go to Steam, go to your Steam maps, find Bannerlords, and yeah, just stick them in there. Generally, they'll just go in the modular thing. So yeah, it's really easy, and a lot of the description and other stuff like that is already put in. As well as that, again, as I said, this is a completely playable map that you can mess around with and basically have an entire campaign. Instead of on Calradia, you're playing on this map. You know, again, you can just go to places and recruit soldiers. It basically literally just functions as a different map. It's pretty impressive as well that the AI does know where to go. You know, Total War has a lot of them issues where if you move a settlement, the AI has no clue where it is. But it seems like for the most part, the AI is moving fine. There is obviously a water issue where you can... It just actually seems like he's kind of set it up. Yeah, that's actually quite nice. So I guess the modder has set up like straits to cross rather than going anywhere. You can't just go into the sea, or maybe you can. Yeah, you can't just go into the sea, or the deep sea at least. So you'll just be kind of stuck into... smaller places. So I like that, you know, it's a nice way around. You know, there is no like boats or anything like that added into the game. So yeah, until they get the ability to do something like that, that's quite nice to be able to just kind of cross the river. It kind of takes out any weird stuff that might find its way into the game itself. So yeah, that's basically going to be the first look at one of the first mods for Mount & Blade Bannerlords, at least one of the larger mods for Mount & Blade Bannerlord, which really do change stuff. And obviously, you know, if this is possible, then imagine Westeros is possible, Middle-earth is possible. There's an absolute ton of really exciting stuff that can be brought forward, and I think the modding community are going to absolutely outshine themselves. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see maybe like I'll compile all the best armor and sword mods I can find on Nexus mods, as there's about 5 or 6 of them so far up on there. I'll obviously also link all the mods I used and talked about in today's episode down below in the description. But yeah, cool. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Massive shout out to all my YouTube members and Patreons. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.